You know what, YouTube? All I wanted to do was fly and get some 6 shots before I go to work. I actually woke up early, man. 7:52. I leave for work in approximately 30 minutes. So hopefully I can get some flight time because this fog is looking surreal, man. Alright, so I got my Monster, man. I'm headed to work. Monster's one of those everyday things that you got to have, yo. I just don't drink any other Monster as well. I drink these ultra whites. The reason why I drink them, they're 0 in fats. 2 grams of carbs per serving. 0 grams of protein. So what does that leave me? It has 2 servings per container, 4 grams of carbs. 4 grams of carbs, man. You can't go wrong with that, man. You can't go wrong with it. Sorry, I dropped the camera. But anyways, I'm headed to work, and I'll see you guys here in a few moments.
When I come around, stay on top but remain from the underground. To the seat and we all in the family. Rearrange the whole game with my burger sound. Won't even say your own name when I come around.
Alright, YouTube, so it's 7:17 in the morning. Today is Saturday, today's the 7th. And the reason why I'm leaving this early, 7:18, I'm headed to the gym as right now. I'm leaving my home right now. There's usually this special event that happens once a year, one weekend out of the year, in my hometown, which is Shiprock, Mexico. For you guys that are not new to the place, if you guys don't know where this place is, if you guys heard of the place, we have our fair that's happening today. So the parade is today, and the parade is on my turf, my end of the building, and I think it's closed off. Fuck. If all these roads are blocked off, I have to call out of work. That's the only reason why I'm headed to the gym this early. So they weren't able to let me out. As you guys can see in the background, I have a bunch of cars blocking the roadway. I have people walking to the parade. So lane 3 is blocked. So I am blocked right now, so I'm headed to my last source to get out of this formation of lines. Damn it, I am blocked in so far. I have one final exit, man. My homie's home. I have one final exit, and let's see, man. Let's see if I can get out right here. I'm praying, I'm hoping, because I don't want to. If I have to call out, that's fine as well. I have tomorrow off. If I call out today, I have a 3-day weekend, so. that traffic, my goodness. Alright YouTube, so I'm here at the gym. I'm ready to squeeze in a quick leg workout before I go to work. That traffic was insane. It's 8:30, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick tutorial on how to do squats, finding your proper form, and you know, just have fun with it. If you're hitting depth, if you're not hitting depth, I'm gonna go through each and every one of that. So I have three different variants of squats. I have the back squats, high bar and low bar. They're both the same thing, but one's gonna be a lot lower on. It's gonna be different where you place it on your back. There's a difference between a high bar and a low bar. So secondly is front squats. Front squats, you have these little deltoids here on the side of your shoulders that goes in placement there, and you put the bars as far as close on your upper chest there, at the very most where you have your collarbone, very close. There's a little traction there. Also, there's gauntlet squats. Gauntlet squats is one of the first variations that I started doing when I first started squatting. And hey guys, the gauntlet squats kind of reenact as a front squat. So yeah guys, let's break it down. Alright YouTube, so ready to break it down here for you. I'm gonna hop into a little quick commentary so I can reenact and tell you guys with more proficiency and much so let's do it. Alright YouTube, jumping into another commentary like I mentioned in the previous clip. So first couple clips here, I'm going to be describing foot placement on the do's and don'ts. Here I am showing you guys that your knees should not go past your tiptoes. If you're squatting with your tiptoes, you tend to lean forward, just like I'm showing you right now. If you tend to squat with your tiptoes, you have a better chance at falling forward and falling backwards. And if you happen to do those mistakes there, you can seriously injure yourself like crazy, especially with the heavy. If you have a heavy load of weight on your back and you fall forward, you're going to injure yourself tremendously, and I want to make sure you guys do not, and I repeat, I don't want you guys to put yourself in an injury where it limits your gains, it limits your progress. So for me personally, I like to get in the shoulder width stance on my foot placement, and I flare my foot, my toes outward, and it's just a natural range of motion. When you squat down, automatically your hips are going to flare out, so it kind of gives you more of that sumo stance, but it's not really a sumo stance, or it is actually like a sumo stance. And when you're doing these movements guys, it's always, sorry, I just had curly fries and I'm breathing heavy, man. But it's always very crucial to remain and keep your zero gravity parallel. So you want to keep that bar parallel to the ground as much as possible when you're squatting to prevent injury. So next clip here, we are talking about and showing you guys the differences between a high bar and a low bar. I'm going to go do a separate part of the video just for this particular movement, because it's very broad, it's very lengthy, if that's even a word. But the differences between the two is a high bar, you're keeping your back as straight as possible, and the low bar, you're more attracting your scapula and you're leaning forward just a bit more. So when you're squatting, you're gonna find a proper placement. There's differences between high bar and low bar, like I mentioned. So I'm finding something that's very, very comfortable for you, whether it's low bar, it's high bar. A high bar is gonna be more towards on top of your traps, and versus the low bar, it's going to be at the lower end of the head of the traps. And when you have the low bar, you tend to lean forward just a little bit more, because like I mentioned before, is going to be your zero gravity sustainability. Yeah, that's a really good word to use, sustainability. So like I mentioned before, foot placement is always key. You do not want your knees to go past your toes. So I'm going to expand my legs out just a bit. My toes are pointing outward,
and boom, one of the proper squats. And when I used to squat before, I would not count my reps if I did not hit parallel or more. Parallel or ass to the calves, you know. You know what I'm talking about for those booty games. So just squatting with the most proficient form as much as possible. Try it. If you guys are new to squatting, it's always best to find where your neutral stance is, and you know, grow on it. So next clip here, I'm gonna show the differences between a front squat, and right now I do have the bar on my traps, on my deltoids. There's a gap between the front delt and the side lateral delt of the heads on the shoulders, and I placed the bar right above my collarbone, right above the collarbone on the neck area, and I'm showing you guys a stance as well on a specific movement. It's very different from my back squats because I keep my foot pointing, my toes pointing forward, and my stance is neutral with my shoulders. And the reason why it's different, because if you play around with your squats, depending if it's back squats or front squats or even gauntlet squats, it's very different in every form of way. Front squats, I feel more comfortable with a shoulder width in stance, and my foot placement, my toes are sticking out forward. And same thing goes when you squat down. You want to keep that zero gravity, and your butt's going to be sticking out like you're going to be twerking, but you're not. And this is another range of motion for front squats. I'm not very comfortable with this stance, but where your elbows are flaring out so you can have more of that sustainability, more of that zero gravity. But if you guys are doing this, props to you, man, because I can't do that. I just don't have that flexibility to be even doing that. So I stick with my delts, wrapping it around the bar and squatting, finding the stance, and boom, start squatting. Keep your back straight. Remember, keep that zero gravity form as much as possible. And guys, trust me, if you start finding your form on squats, you guys are gonna love it like I do. I hate leg day with the passion, but I also love squats with a passion. There's a difference between there. I would rather squat than do legs, but you know, sometimes you just have to go to those legs, and I love doing squats. So yeah. So right now I'm just showing you guys some of the clips there on what to do with the front squats, and that's just what I'm comfortable with. Next is the gauntlet squats. Gauntlet squats is one of the first motions that I've learned when I first started squatting years ago. And front squats really, it mimics the front squats. And so you want to hold the dumbbell right in front of you, and you want to get inside your stance. And this one's like another form of stance that I have. My leg placement is slightly out on my shoulder width, and my toes stick out just a little bit. It flares out just a little bit. And same thing goes, you have more of a proficient squat if you have your knees or have your elbows touch your knees, and you have the best form as possible. Try this out, guys. I hope this was very informational. Expand on your squats, and yeah, we'll see you in the next commentary later. Alright, YouTube, so I'm getting ready, I just got done getting ready, showered, ready to go. See, I already kind of got a replacement on my hair, you know. I want to go to work, man. I don't want to go to work. I want to stay here. I want to work out. I want to go back home and just, you know, go to the fair, get faired out, you know what I'm saying? Get all res. And voila, your boy is looking clean, ready for work. So I'm gonna go get a Monster, maybe something to eat, I don't know. But yeah, man, gotta keep it professional up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
It's a great day at Chick-fil-A. Go ahead and order whenever you're ready.
Yes, can I get 2 of your egg white grills, just the entree?
All right, what else can I get for you?
That'll be it, sir.
That came to $7.94. About that ready for you at the window.
Thank you, sir. Alright YouTube, so you saw in previous clips, I went to Chick-fil-A. I got me 2 egg white grillers. Egg white grills, pills, grills, hills, whatever. And also got, and I also picked me up Giants. Look at that. Grilled chicken, eggs. That looks like, I don't look like egg whites. It's egg whites. Grilled chicken, eggs, cheese. I should have said no cheese. Fuck. And a bagel. So I'm gonna eat this real quick, guys. Then we'll clock in for work. It's 9:20 right now, so I'll see you guys here in a bit. Alright YouTube, it is Sunday the 8th. Yeah, today's the 8th. I'm gonna wrap up the video here, guys. As you guys can see at the beginning of the video that I purchased a drone. So I got the DJI Spark here. A quick little layout about it. I enjoy it a lot. It's gonna take time to get used to, so there's gonna be some flight time in my videos. Probably not in every video, but here and here where I think that I can get those sick angles, dude. I sincerely do apologize for this video being very long. I want to make these videos more entertaining and more enjoyable for each and every one of you guys. Maybe a lifestyle vlogger, I don't know, man. But fitness is always gonna be the main aspect of this channel. So, lifestyle, vlogging, fitness. I'm a fitness lifestyle junkie. Just kidding. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna end with some drone shots. So, like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your week. And yes, I'm recording the rest of the week. It's a secret. Secrets revealed, man. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and enjoy these few clips I got before my SD card got full. So expect some more footage. See you guys.